Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're still in Sarasota, Florida, doing some work for the guys here at SaltWorks. And today it's really something special. We shot that Zephyr that they had reimagined and turned into a modern traditional custom, but this is actually something they've built from scratch. This amazing Divco right here. This Divco here has been hand formed, handmade, all the parts machined, nothing on its original Divco other than the name. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Tom and the guys here have done an amazing job on this, and I can't wait to shoot it finished, but this is gonna be the last hurrah for it in bare metal. So we're taking pictures, shooting video. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I like taking pictures of it. It's even the screensaver on my work computer. That's how much I like this thing. But it's gonna be awesome, and looking forward to taking videos and pictures of it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey, I'm Tom from SaltWorks, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about our 38 Divco. Kind of what we call it. It's stylized that way, but it's not a Divco by any means. I got to thank my friend Chris Ryan at Ryan's Rod and Customs for getting this project in our hands. The customer had originally had someone build this concept for him, and he took it to Chris Ryan to finish it. Chris Ryan said he didn't want to do it, so he called me up to finish it. And when we got it, I had it for about a week before the customer called me and asked for a game plan. I had the difficult discussion with the customer, telling him that we didn't want to touch anything that had already been previously built. It was just very crude. And I think that's why Chris passed it on to me. So with $250,000 already in it, we started over and we decided to build it out of aluminum and not steel. And we decided that we were going to build it to today's standards. So it has a crumple zone in the front, it has side impact beams, it has double door seals on every opening, it has every amenity that a new car would have, along with the safety of every new car: front and rear air, shoulder belts, everything that you could think of. And everything that, the only thing we didn't create or build from scratch are the tires and the engine. The Roadster Shop, we designed a chassis, Roadster Shop built it for us. All the inner structure, everything started out as a flat piece of aluminum, and the guys here shaped it, created it, and constructed it. In the beginning, it's been through a couple phases because the owner wanted, a version that wasn't really practical and wasn't in a design concept that we agreed with, so we built it with his design, and we demonstrated that that was not right and cut it back apart and shrunk it down and shaped it. And so being that we created all this thing, and it's very, the sides and roofs are very low crown panels, it's taken a long ways to get here, 4 years, to create what we have, and we're getting ready to blow it apart, and this will be the last time it's shown in bare aluminum. And then it's on to paint and interior and assembly. So hopefully next year, this time, you guys will be able to see it in all its glory and all the work that we've put into it. We're very proud of it. Without the team that we have here and the equipment that we have here, this would have never been possible. And very thankful for that.
All right, I've been asked to show a little more behind the scenes when I'm shooting stuff, and we were in the middle of shooting video, and we were using the XH2 from Fuji, this beautiful little thing here on the Ronin. And now we're getting ready to take some stills. I was using these workhorse lights. These are my strobes, they're ProPhoto B10s. That's what I use to hammer light when I need to, but something as bare metal as this doesn't really have a lot of reflections, and I can turn all the lights off in here. So I'm going to do what's called light painting. And for light painting, I can use one of like my Westcott soft boxes right here, and then I can do a long exposure and pass that light over the top of the vehicle. But what we normally use is this right here is a LED light one. This one's from Godox. I just recently got this one from Robert's Camera, and as you can tell, I got a mess going on here. Everything's charging. So what I'm doing is I'm shooting video until my lights here die, and then I'm switching over and doing light painting for stills while these batteries are charging here next to this grinder, which is safe. And then I've got bags over there I've got bags over here. Here's my big bag. And of course, when I'm shooting my stills, I'll be using the GFX 100, which is Fuji's beautiful medium format. They now make this in a teeny tiny body, but I just like the beefiness of this on a Benro tripod with a video head. And video head, you may ask, I just like having a nice beefy head, you know, beefy head, to put a camera on so I don't have to worry about any stabilization if I have to layer images or anything like that. I'm trying to get these all in one shot though, to show you how simple it can be to light paint. But we're gonna go here. I gotta tape this thing up so that I don't get any light interference and stuff. And then I'll show you some of my settings and everything on that, and we'll get to doing some light painting. All right, let's move all this stuff out of the way. Get this thing straight here. All right, so I'm doing this to save myself some time. When you light paint, any light that you see shows up in here. So you can see, whoop, this thing turns on, and there's light through the back here that will go, like if you walk by, you'll see it. This light actually has a nice feature. If you want to switch to that, you can switch to the light on the back side, but we don't need that. So what we're gonna do, take gaffer's tape, tape up the light on the back, and then that way, helps you make these pieces big enough, which I didn't, but you can overlap. Geez, hoot. Didn't do a very good job of tearing this the last time. Take two. So you're using gaffer's tape because it doesn't leave any residue on the back of this. And this is extra wide, so I can almost get this in one streak. But see, if you look now, you don't see that light coming through the back. So when you're walking along the vehicle and doing your light painting, you are blocked with this. I gotta put one little piece here, but that's pretty much it, and that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. So now I'll go over and show you some basics of what I'm gonna do and some camera settings. All right, first thing you wanna do is make sure you have a memory card in the camera. I got my image all set up. I wanna go in, I'm actually shooting manual focus, as you can see right here. And the cool thing with the Fuji and a lot of other cameras is you can see the green, how it goes in and goes out, and it shows me where my focus is. So I want to focus on this front corner here, just kind of like shooting people, you know, like the eyes are where it's at, so you get the headlights, the front corner in focus. The rest of the car should follow along. I'm also shooting a heavy f-stop of f16. It says 8 right now, but we're going to be shooting f16 because I want to get that whole thing in focus. And the fall off on these medium format cameras is so big. If I shoot below like an f8 or f10, you know, like if I shoot a 1.8 on this, it's like the first 2 inches of this car is going to be in focus, and we want the whole thing to be in focus. And so like that's the cool thing to do now, shoot everything 1.8, 2.8. But if you're doing commercial work for clients, they want that whole car to be in focus. They don't want just that headlight or just that wheel. Fine if you're shooting parts, fine if you're just doing cool pictures for the gram, but if someone wants to make a poster for a company, or they want to make a poster, or they want to do a magazine feature, you know, you really got to have that whole car in focus, because that's what they're selling, is that whole car right there. But like I said, we're going to shoot a heavy f-stop f16. We'll set a base exposure where we just catch these lights in here. We may not use it later on, but the main thing I'm going to try and do is show you I can get this all in one shot. Also too is once you get started, you don't want to have to change anything on the camera. So make sure there's no pictures already on your memory card. Oh, there's Dave Kindig's Corvette. I should probably delete these off of here. That was from Good Guys Scottsdale. So we'll go in here, format this card. And then I'm formatting that card. That way I'm starting with a fresh card, so that way halfway through the photo shoot I'm not having to switch cards, bumping the tripod. Because when you're doing this, you can't touch the camera, you can't make anything move. This is really, really a great effect you can get with light painting cars, especially if you're stuck in a shop and you don't really have any options to get outside, or it's rainy or anything like this. And it's super simple, it's just time consuming. I usually try to do it in 2 or 3 exposures, but what I'm trying to do today is show you 1 exposure. I'm kind of cheating because this thing right here reflects light like you wouldn't believe. So it's pretty easy to shoot a bare metal vehicle because it just reflects the light I'm putting on it, so it doesn't take a lot of light. If you were shooting a black car, you'd have to run the tops of the body lines and stuff to keep the reflections of your light wand and stuff out of it. So what I'm doing today is actually the easiest way I could do it, is shooting it with a bare metal car. But later on, I'll show you how to do it with a regular car. But the thing I'll run into with this is my light is the brightest one of those lights I've ever used. So I'll have to turn that light down because it'll be way too bright. I'll probably take a couple of test exposures and show you the difference, because that light's pretty cool. It lets you go down to 25%, 30%, but you rarely need 100%. 100% you can almost shoot it during the day. But we're gonna try and probably run a big enough exposure where that light over there is, where my shutter spot is where it is. So hopefully I can get it with the lights off. That light's pretty bright, so I'm probably gonna have to turn it off. But it'd be cool if I can get that with like a 5-second exposure, because I can light this car with a 5-second pass. But let's give it a run and see what we got. All right, I'm gonna show you now. So we wound up having to turn that light off over there, but we got this really nice exposure, which of course with the GoPro you won't be able to see it. But I'll throw this up here so you can see it. Now this was just taken with one exposure and with a light wand, and I wound up running a f/16 for 10 seconds. So I walked by with a light wand for 10 seconds, and let me walk over here by the light here real quick. So just to show you how simple, you know, you can do that. So that was just a simple quickie, just show you what you can do with just a little bit of light. You can do what I just did with a flashlight. You can do it with an iPhone. I've showed friends how to do it with iPhones. I'm gonna probably try and do more of these videos. In that video too, I left this light on back here, because what it did is all that light went underneath the Divco there, and you can see it in the video. So it gives you a little, using the light you have with you, getting that all set first before you use your wand, that'll help you out a lot. But this was just something quick I want to throw together real quick, real easy like for you, because I mean, I've done it a million times, so I know I make it look easy, but with a little bit of practice, even a cheap camera and an iPhone, you can do this, even small stuff. And I recommend following Dave Black. He's a famous Olympic photographer, but he has all these tutorials on, like, if you want to take pictures of parts with a flashlight and some gels. I mean, it's amazing. So I think you guys would like it if you want to do stuff with your parts and tools and stuff like that. You know, it's not really hard to take great photos, just take some time and know what you're doing. So a great light, a great camera. We just did a really quick one, but you could have done it yourself with everything. I mean, you probably couldn't have done that with an iPhone. I know they're manual now, but just any cheap camera with manual settings, I can walk you through that. It's pretty fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this. And I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but it's kind of what I do, and I'm kind of a nerd on camera stuff. But hope you enjoyed, and if you like this, we'll do some more videos like this. Thank you very much.